We posted 10 Americans who are surprisingly Muslim about a month ago, and after that video had gotten so much positive feedback, we're coming back here with part 2. Welcome guys, my name is Leroy Kenton. Thanks for joining me here on FTD Facts. Now, some of these Americans that I'm going to be mentioning in this episode were not necessarily born in the United States of America, but they all do have American citizenship. Also, I gotta mention, don't forget to watch this episode until the end so you don't miss any of these people coming up. Anyway, starting at number 10, we have Asif Mandvi. Asif Mandvi is an actor and a comedian, and he's probably best known for his role as the Daily Show correspondent. He was born in India, and he spent quite a bit of his childhood in the United Kingdom before his family ended up moving to Tampa, Florida. In one interview with the Tampa Bay Times, he said this: "My experience in the Daily Show is that sometimes you get the thing that you want, but in a way that you never expected to get it." Fareed Zakaria comes in at number 9. He was born in India, he's a journalist, and he hosts his own show on CNN. He's also an editor for Time magazine, and he also writes a foreign affairs column for the Washington Post. Fareed Zakaria was raised by Muslim parents, although he says that he doesn't consider himself a particularly religious person. Number 8 brings us Ice Cube. He's an American rapper, actor, and movie producer. O'Shea Jackson, aka Ice Cube, as he's better known as, says that he doesn't practice a faith in the traditional sense. Now, in his own words, he kind of clarifies, so this is what he says: "What I call myself is a natural Muslim, because it's just me and God." And this is what he told The Guardian in 2000. And he continues to say, "You know, going to the mosque, the ritual and the tradition, it's just not in me to do, so I don't do it." The American at number 7 is French Montana, but his real name is Karim Karabouch, but of course he's more well known for his stage name French Montana. He's a Moroccan-American rapper, and he was born and raised in Morocco, and then he emigrated to the United States with his family at the age of 13 years old. Now, in regards to his religion, this is what he had to say: "My religion plays a big role in my success. It's just about doing positive. You fear not doing the right thing." Shorey Agdaslu comes in at number 6. Now, she has a very recognizable voice.
"I'm afraid Sam is not available. Call back later. Thank you."
She's an Iranian-American actress that was born into a Muslim family. Now, back in the year 2013, in an interview with the Los Angeles Times, she said that her Muslim identity probably had cost her some film roles. Now, interesting fact, although a director by the name of George Nolfi wanted her for the role of God in the 2011 movie The Adjustment Bureau, she actually wasn't casted for the part. She was let go from that part. But this is what she says in her own words: "I say I was born a Muslim. I don't introduce myself as a Muslim woman, but I guess the distribution company put the dots together and felt it's too early for this." So far, we took a look at 5 Americans who are surprisingly Muslim. So that's 15 in total, because this is part 2. But before we continue this episode, if you're enjoying this so far, be sure to leave a like. It really helps these videos, and it helps a lot more people start to see them. And if this is your first time here to FTD Facts and you're enjoying the channel so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, because we post videos daily like this, but not just about the people of our world. We also talk about the various different religions, countries, and cultures. And from time to time, we go way back into history and talk about some very amazing, incredible things. So if any of those topics interest you, stick around here on FTD Facts and join us on our road to 1 million subscribers and beyond. Getting back into this list though, at number 5, we have the American rapper Raekwon. Now, he converted to Islam back in the year 2009. Raekwon was born by the name Corey Woods, and he's asked by GQ magazine in 2017 if he was keeping up with the news about Donald Trump's travel ban on refugees and visitors from 7 predominantly Muslim countries. And in a quote, this is what he says: "Allah, he's going to let it be what it be. And whenever he wants to fix it, he's going to fix it. Right now, I'm just focusing on my children, my career, and really just letting it be what it's going to be. At the end of the day, it'll work itself out." Next up in this episode at number 4, we have Ibu Patel.
I immigrated from India to the United States when I was very young, and I'm from a Muslim family.
Ibu Patel was a member of President Barack Obama's inaugural advisory council on faith based neighborhood partnerships. Now, after earning a doctorate from Oxford University, Ibu Patel actually wanted to give public service a shot. Ibu Patel says that his Interfaith Youth Corps is one of the largest interreligious organizations in all of North America. These staff members actually train thousands and thousands of students on nearly 500 college campuses. Dean Obeidallah comes in next at number 3. Now, this man is a lawyer who then later became a comedian as well as a cultural commentator. Now, he also has his own show that he hosts on Sirius XM, and that show is his name, The Dean Obeidallah Show. Now, in his own words, he said that polls show that if you know a Muslim, you are much more likely to have a positive view of all Muslims. So this is why one of his signature lines that he opens up his show with, he always says this: "I'd like to be your Muslim friend." Of course, working to change the perception that many Americans have about the Muslim community. But Dean Obeidallah, he's one of the first Muslims to host a national radio show, and from time to time you can see him on TV networks like CNN. Sophie Ali comes in number 2 in this episode. She was born in November 1995 in San Diego, California, and she came from a Pakistani Muslim family. She's best known for her acting role in the MTV romantic comedy series Faking It, as well as ABC's medical drama series Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, that show has seasons for days. You'll be watching that forever. Grey's Anatomy fans know exactly what I'm talking about. But either way, she also appeared in the 2018 horror film Truth or Dare. But, you know, she became really famous after appearing in Grey's Anatomy. That show really skyrocketed her to a lot more fame. Sophia, she played the role of Dalia Qadri, who was a Muslim doctor, and in the show, her character wears a hijab. And finally, at number 1, we have Nasim Pedrad. Nasim Pedrad was born on November 18th, 1981. Now, she's an American actress, and she's a comedian, and she's best known for her 5 seasons as a member on Saturday Night Live from the years 2009 up until 2014. Nasim Pedrad was born in Tehran, Iran to a Muslim family, and in her own words, she said, "I knew at a young age that I wanted to do comedy, and maybe part of that was trying to fit in at school because I had a weird name. And my parents had these accents, and I was definitely a late bloomer." Also, some of you may recognize her for her role as Dahlia in Disney's live-action Aladdin movie that came out last year, 2019. So just like that, we're at the end of another episode. That was 10 Americans who are surprisingly Muslim, part 2. Let me know down below in the comments